Hello, this is your disabled combat veteran. After 9/11, Michael Commiso and the Battle Buddies on. I don't got that much to show you, and the idea, I wanted to show you the idea I had, and I guess as you as a veteran, I gotta motivate myself as a veteran. So making my videos motivate me to keep moving forward. Where it's kind of sucks that instead of people showing or teaching veterans the positive things that they did in their lives. Well, I'm an artist. I can draw. I can paint. Thank you, Dad, for teaching me how to paint walls and trims in the ceiling. I get it. I can sing a little bit. I can need a little work on that. I make goofy videos. When my grandpa died, if my family got what I was trying to do, I was trying to make my family laugh. After my grandpa died, that's the reason why I start making my videos again. I like making people laugh. I could dance. I'm a craftsmith person. I can put things together by hand. I took wood shop, so I got an idea on wood. And so, yeah, I'm a handyman. These are the things you should say to your veterans. I served my country after 9/11 as an American citizen. I am a good neighbor. I am a good best friend to people. I try to go out of my way to be nice to people. It's my personality as a goofy guy. I still have a clean record, even though you're all trying to go out of your way to get me in trouble back home as your hometown hero. I have a cool 1977 Chevy van. I found out it's a G10, and the color on the van is Hawaiian blue. So I have the coolest car on the block around here as a 1977 Chevy van. I traveled over 13 countries: Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Amsterdam 3 times, Germany, London, Spain, Mallorca, Berlin, Cologne. I went to Kuwait, Iraq, and basically almost all over Europe. I believe my battle buddies may have took me to Italy. I was drunk. I just followed them. They took me somewhere. So thank you, battle buddies, for hanging with me when I was serving my country overseas. I'm basically skilled in many ways. As I'm trying to fix up my apartment and make it. I like color on the wall, so every room has a color on the wall. I still have to work on the back room, the kitchen, and the bathroom. I just need a drop cloth to start painting the kitchen again, but I need one more coat of prime to cover the walls really good. I'm going to draw a Batman symbol on the kitchen wall, cut out the cardboard, make the circle, and draw the Batman symbol. I must be the nicest guy in the world. I have a big heart. I care about people. And I collect things. I'm a hobbyist. Hopefully I still got I got really old stamps in my cabinet closet that I got Uh, and I do appreciate the help that people do give me. And I do appreciate when people say thank you for your service. I, yeah, not a lot of people are nice, but there are nice people to me, and I'm not a hater and everything. So I still don't get how one person can get in trouble over billions of nudists, butt naked people online. That law don't make any sense to me. If the law knows that the whole world is butt naked online, how one person gets in trouble. So, as I do want to vote for the next president, I like Donald Trump because he seems like a really strong president. And I like the show Apprentice. I thought that I didn't get to see every episode, but I got the idea. He seems like a good, decent boss. So on the show, as he has Trump hotels in New York City, and I don't know how far, but it goes in the United States. But I think Donald Trump feels like a strong president. That's all, and he has good qualities of him. I think what sucks about television and the internet, it's so easy for people to talk negative about each other instead of why is it so hard for people to talk positive to each other, like to a disabled combat veteran. You know, I may be 100% disabled combat veteran. Don't worry, I'm only collecting combat PTSD. You know, over the years, serving your country, you know, I know I got out in 2009. I'm not perfect, as the world is not perfect, but as a veteran back home, I feel like everybody gets upset with me super fast and everything. It don't matter what I do. As I do try to, I don't understand why there's an option in the first place. The internet should be safe for if the law knows that the kids use the internet too, it should be safe for everybody to use by now. That's not my fault. As I don't understand how one person can get in trouble that the whole world is butt naked online. Everybody by now wants to saw each other butt naked online. So I have really cool things. I may not have a lot of things. I may not be a billionaire. I may not be the most popular person or most popular veteran, or I don't go to a lot of parties. I would consider myself an outcast, a loner, but I am an independent person. I like to have my own type of style. I don't like to dress like everybody else. It's not my thing. I have a good personality. I have a good heart and everything and there's a lot of good qualities to Commiso that they don't show you on the action news or television, because it seems that people go out of the way to find negative news and put each other down on the internet, while I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. I graduated 2004 at Ewing High School, and some people say good luck in the military, and some people say you're not going to make it in the military. But I got as far as serving my country, and I saw a lot of beautiful countries. It'd be cool that everybody can chill out in the world and have world peace in every country, because Americans do enjoy traveling to the other countries. You know, I think people should learn each other's cultures and countries. And I bought a Brooke Shields magazine from Italy, So we got to keep that trading. It's cool that country trade from each other, you know, to learn from each other, from our cultures and our things, and it's, we help each other build each other's economy by trading from each other countries. I guess by doing it by the right way. And I am nice to my neighbors. This is not considered the hood. This is the suburbs of Mercer. Mercer is a really decent township. I grew up around here. Not a lot of violence in Mercer. Maybe a few haters, but it's a good community. And it's on a 4th of July street, live television on a New Jersey station. I got medals in the military. I got medals on the wrestling team. I'm not a perfect person. It's not my fault that the internet goes out of the way to screw people's lives over on purpose. I have that artistic eye, so I try to be a photographer. My grandpa on my mom's side was a photographer. I don't have all his pictures. And I think I get my personality. My dad is a funny guy. He's got weird jokes, but he could say my dad has a good personality to him. And my mom is a really nice mom. My mom took care of me and dressed me and sent me to school. And she wrapped my Christmas gifts every year and everything. So I'm not a perfect veteran. I guess that's what everybody's worrying about. Who's on top, who's better, or who's perfect, or whatever. But that's not how I look at people. But I like the fact that I make YouTube videos on the reasons that I try to motivate myself to keep moving on. I feel not everybody's a hater on Commiso, because I'm a really cool guy. To go through what I went through, serving my country, flying all around the world, and still not getting accepted as a person on the internet, as an outcast and everything. I guess I'm a spaz or nerd or an outcast or a goofball or whatever names people call each other. But for the world that you all came up for each other in the world, for somebody to come out and still have a good personality after serving his country and everything. I want to be that old-fashioned veteran when I get old. I want to be, if you watch veterans got a good personality. When you get older, and in the 70s and the 80s or whatever, as a veteran, they got a cool personality to them as veterans. And you can laugh with veterans. So I want to be that type of veteran. I thought I'd be further in life by now as a veteran, but I guess things don't happen on point in life. I guess that's why it's called real life. But I do go out of my way to help people out the best of my ability. I am nice to my neighbors. Sometimes I just get frustrated, that's all, and upset that I don't understand why people can't get along with each other by now in the world, because in the end we all going to need each other as people in the world, as the earth is going, no matter if we use less or more pollution, but it's good to not to use that much pollution. But the Earth spinning that fast in outer space, over time things are going to change. So what was land will become water, and what was water become land, and It's so easy to prepare for things like that as we have the technology and the science and the capability as human beings to protect everybody as global warming and climate change is a fact. It's going to happen no matter what. But we can overcome things like that. We all could come together as a planet and work together as we have enough people on this planet to fix this planet, grow more trees, because trees and plants take out carbon dioxide out of the air while a lot of people having cancer. So growing trees and plants will take out the carbon dioxide out of the air. And, cleaning, just keeping, it's our, people complain that they live in the ghetto or the hood or their streets are not up to date and everything. But like I said, as we have enough people in the world to update everything on the streets, the plumbing, the technology, the electricity, the water, and because we got to keep the water clean and everything. We drink it every day. And instead of worrying about who's better on the internet, who's this and that, clean up the streets. Well, I don't know what happened to them things that cleaned up the streets and everything, It's take pride of your flag and your country. So keep your country clean on the streets. Like in Mercer Township is a community, people complaining that there's not enough money to do things. It ain't that hard to figure out how to raise money for things. I kind of miss, as a veteran back home after 9/11, I miss the 4th of July Parade Street. For some reason, people are nicer to each other on holidays. So Christmas is coming. I'm almost done with Christmas, but I still need here and there things. So this month I'm just going to collect. For years I've been doing publishing clearinghouse. So I got a veterans hat coming through the mail. Brooke Shield magazine from Italy is coming, and little things this month is coming. So then next month I start buying more crap because I have to try to save. I felt good that I had backup money. You always should have backup money and stuff, or just a save, because I miss traveling. I don't like. I guess one good thing about the military, you're constantly moving in the military. You're always doing something. So now as a veteran, I feel like I'm sitting around waiting to die kind of thing. So I miss traveling. I wish I had to lose weight. I got to exercise again. And I can't take that. I don't like negative. I'm a positive person. So it doesn't understand. I can't explain the internet to you and why things can't be fixed overnight on the internet or whatever, as everybody uses the internet or whatever. But when you see my videos, yeah, you see me upset because things are not happening. I don't understand the law on sex online. As for years, nobody had an issue of the word sex online. Until I came back home, I guess, or whatever. I don't know, but I appreciate things. I do appreciate the help that I get from the government. I appreciate the little thing. I'm a simple guy. I'm down to earth. I may not have a family of my own. In 2 more years, I'd be, closer to 1 more year, a year and a half. I'll be 40 years old and I don't have a house. I don't have a family of my own. You know, you all act like I'll be a bad dad one day, but I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. I didn't forget the training that I learned in the military. I respect the military as the military respect me when I was a soldier in the military. So I feel that I am more than responsible enough to raise kids on my own as I will I will not I'll be nervous to have kids because I don't want to mess up because I want my kids to grow up to be something in life. You know, I figure when you become a dad or a mom or a parent, you want the best in your child, your kids. You want the best, best schools. You want your kids to succeed more than you did in life and everything. That's how I will raise my kids if I ever got a chance to find love in this world or somebody that cares about me and everything. But right now I'm single and I live alone with my cat, and I think this will be my last pet because I bawl my eyes out when animals die. I bawl my eyes out when Grandpa dies. So I can't handle another pet dying on me. So hopefully Boxer will live a long age of a cat. And I feel once I get this apartment, I've still got to organize my stuff back home as a veteran. So I'm not ready for a relationship yet. I know the time I find a girlfriend, I'll probably be 80. But I don't understand women as I don't understand the law on how the hell do one person get in trouble of the whole the internet is butt naked online kind of thing. And I think, yeah, I think it's bullshit that people still fighting in the world. I think it's kind of stupid too, because your country and environment and how economy will go up if there's no wars and violence on the streets in the world. So having gangs on the streets and whatever you are is not a benefit to our economy or drag us down, as seems like they all want to rob each other and beat the crap out of each other because you're some corny ass gang or something. As this is an independent street on a 4th of July street. So I'll be a good dad one day. I won't teach my kids to be in the gang. I will teach my kids to grow up to be what you want to be as a child, if I ever have kids of my own. So I collect things, and I do appreciate the little things in life. It doesn't take that much to make Commiso happy as a person. So I earned the stuff that's in this apartment, and I am a really good collector so far at the age of 38. And I learned from TV shows like American Pickers and Stores Wars and Pawn Stars and and stuff like that. Since I was a mechanic in the military or a generator mechanic, it's cool that how they like the Hot Wheels show overhauling and stuff like that. Show American Restoration, how they can rebuild things and make it look like it just came out of the factory of that year or something. So I'm doing my best I guess my point is I'm trying my best back home as Commiso. As it seems like people go out of their way to make each other's lives miserable on the internet. So I feel like I'm just getting set up, as I don't understand how the law can come down hard on you that hard, as the law themselves are part of the sites and the internet too on being butt naked in the world. So, and I do believe it's too much negative on American television. It's not that hard to have. There's positive shows. I don't understand why you have to put in. Just because some negative happened in the world, I don't understand why we have to watch it. As a free country in America and everything, so I'm doing my best, and collecting things does help me, because as I'm an artist, collecting things is part of my hobby. I like my family, my parents, gave me Christmas gifts that were like hobby stuff. So to distract my mind from the hate in the world, I like collecting things, and I am nice to my neighbors. I guess they don't understand a veteran back home or something. A few people are, but it's the majority of the world on the internet. It's not the few people. It's the majority. So it's like, if the majority of the world likes sex and nudity, how the law is still haters on sex and nudity. You, as the law, is starting more conflict on sex and nudity than just letting sex and nudity happen, as people are responsible enough by now in the 21st century on sex and nudity kind of thing. And nobody wants to watch a bad porno movie. And we all like the golden age porn. And for a reason. They had better storylines and movies in porno back in the day. You can actually laugh about sex and nudity back in the day in America, in a free country, and all around the world, So being bullied over something that you do or kind of sucks, and I guess I don't fit in as well as everybody else in the world, but I'm a really cool guy in history. To make goofy videos at war in history, it's a hard thing to do, the pressure, you don't know people making fun of you because of your videos that you make or whatever. And I think comedy is the hardest thing to do on the movies, television, or on the stage, because nowadays it feels like people don't have a sense of humor as they have sense of humor back in the day. And you could do bad in comedy or you could do good, and it's hard because every joke been said by now, every joke been done. So me dancing around like a goofball, I have to keep myself moving in life, and it's my life. See, nowadays, since people have the ability to hack each other's lives online, it's my life that I have to worry about. It's like everybody's got something to say about each other's lives online as a hacker. Or what, no, not, you know what I mean, how the internet is. So, I'm just doing Commiso, and people being hard on me kind of sucks, because I ain't hard on people as a veteran back home. Me stand up to a corny gang outside? Are you all upset about that? As terrorists attacked New York City, and it's my job to stand up to assholes in the world as a veteran? And y'all took that the wrong way. What do you expect me to do? I don't want to listen to some asshole that attacked America. I'm American. I like my freedom in America. I like to be able to vote for my president and my government, and try and be. And the one big problem in the world, the issue is, People forgot how to trust each other in the world on the internet. Don't let few people mess it up for the rest of us in the world. We should be able to trust each other again in the world. I should be able to trust you as you be able to trust me. Our country as an American should be able to trust you as countries, and the country should be able to trust America. You know, let your kids play on the streets. Y'all sit there and worrying about what kids watch on the internet? Man, sex and nudity ain't the problem with kids. I think they're happy about that. But violence and crime and hating on each other? Let your kids play on the streets in the world again. As an adult, you all want to be an adult in the world and be hard on me as an adult in the world as your hometown hero. You all, for some reason, you all can go out of your way to make somebody feel bad about themselves as the internet. But you can't all come together and figure out how to keep your streets safe for every kid in the world, you know? Yeah, that's what kids lost in this world. Kids are too much in the doors nowadays. You know, that's why we have a law system. You know, how many bad guys are there in the world? I highly doubt there's that many bad guys in the world. So, it's like your parents teach you how to cross the road safely as parents. Your kids should be able to play on the streets and learn how to stick together and be safe as kids in the world. Because kids lost that imagination. As they built toys better back in the day, your kids forgot how to play. You know, when I went to the water park, you know, I noticed that the kids are happy. You know, it's cool that adults are happy, but your kids should be more happier than you as an adult, because that's the whole point of being an adult. But adults should be able to be happy too. So if people take me the wrong way back home, as I'm just using the internet law, and it's not my fault the law can't figure out how to keep the internet safe. As, wow, the law doesn't know the kids use the internet 24 hours a day, so why you all coming down hard on me back home, acting like everything is my fault on the internet back home? Why billions of people use the internet 24 hours a day online? So, my parents didn't teach me to be a hater. I have really good parents, and I wish my dad and mom take better care of themselves, because they do have a good heart. They might, as my grandpa say, they might be retarded. Nothing against the mentally challenged, but my parents was there for me, and I grew up to be a good man because of my dad and my mom. And my family. I don't know my family that well. I don't get to hang with them as much. But I hang here and there kind of thing. And I don't think my family is bad either. I have a really strong family. I have a family there and everything. As I understand why everybody's hard on me, acting like today was the first day that the law and people online figure out that there's sex and nudity online. It sucks that people go out of the way to make sex and nudity sound worse than crime and violence on TV. You have to have sex to have children. So in a way, sex is a miracle. You create life as human beings. As sex is something part of our lives. So as the law act like they could take sex down from internet, sex is keeping the internet going, as sex is part of everybody's lives online, no matter who you are as a person. So for people to go out of the way to make sex sound worse, then you must don't have kids of your own. You don't have a family of your own. You don't understand what a miracle is to raise kids or have a family of your own. And I don't have kids of my own. I don't think there's nothing wrong with sex compared to the violence and crime on television. And I still don't understand the conflict of people, of the word people in the world, of why people can't get along, and where does this hate come from? I don't understand where the hate comes from. As a veteran going to war, I can't believe people can treat each other like that. As by now, everybody had to go to some type of school, not just college, and your kids understand that they're a human being. Kids by now understand that we are all human beings in the world. So it really doesn't even make any sense why people fight in the world no more, as we all have enough education in every country and a school system in every country to learn that we are human beings. That means everybody's a human being on planet Earth. So when you all fight about things, it doesn't even make any sense to me anymore. Because I'm not that kind of person. When I was in school, I broke up a fight in the classroom. I got scratched and I went, ow. But they were best friends. It was Tiffany and Tiffany. And they were best friends, and I didn't understand why they was fighting in the classroom. It was Tiffany and Tiffany. I forgot their last names. But I think, I won't put last names because conflict. But it was Tiffany and Tiffany. And they were best friends with each other as Tiffany and Tiffany. So I didn't understand what the hell they were fighting about in the classroom. So the first instinct that I got to break these Tiffany up. And I broke them up. I stopped the fight in the classroom. I got scratched and I went, ow. But I don't think they fought again. I don't know. I don't think they did. As Tiffany. I stopped the fight in the classroom. As how hard it is to prevent wars on Orion's belt. You know, Men in Black. I think that's what it is. Prevent war on Orion's belt. We can't have wars on this planet no more. We're going to destroy y'all want to fight about stupid shit in the first place in the 21st century. We're going to destroy our planet. Then we're going to have a reason why to be sad in the world. Our planet is our home. We have to take care of our planet. That's as simple as that. You know, our planet been taking care of us all these years with no conflict. For you guys, as we can't get along and they destroy our planet because we can build robots and science and math and technology, but we can't still come up for a reason why to get along with each other as people in the world. So I even got in school, I'm a peacemaker. I don't like when people fight. Wrestling is wrestling. That's a sport. But I'm talking about why do people fight online on the streets doesn't even make any, but that's not even a smart thing to do as people in the world. So I'm not a hater. I don't think I go out of my way to yell at people. I'm upset why I have to get treated the way I do on a 4th of July street while just because you claim that you got a big giant password or security on your computer, your computer still get hacked and everything. So everybody knows what everybody's doing 24 hours a day online. And I feel like I didn't do enough for you guys to sit there and act like I'll be a bad dad or parent one day. That's not how what friends do at a party. You don't talk about how each other be a bad parent or dad one day. That's not how you become friends. So I am a nice person. I do feel bad when bad things happen in the world. I don't want people to fight no more because it doesn't make any sense anymore. We built all this cool stuff on planet Earth. History is still our planet Earth. There's still castles. Don't destroy your castles. Don't destroy our history as people in the world. You know, one thing about cool thing about being in the military, serving my country, it's like going back in time in a time machine. And I could say I was in a castle. I'm a 1985 kid that watched Back to the Future movies. And I was back in time going through a castle in other countries and having fun as a tourist serving. I was a tourist serving my country. You know, teach your kids that take the time to smell the oxygen in the air. Look at a goddamn flower. You know, I'm not trying to be a hippie man, but you know, the 60s had something going there for a while. You know, you ever saw that show, Magic School Bus? Your kids don't have that imagination no more. People don't have that imagination of the Magic School Bus show. You know, when there's school bus flying all around the world and you learn something from the show, that school bus, now I think school bus, you can make a school bus fly nowadays with the technology. So it sucks that people can somehow come up for a reason to hate on each other. And I don't want to be that hater. I'm a goofy guy. I don't mind if I'm the only one that doesn't get laid at the party and everybody's having a good time. I'd rather everybody have a good time than fighting like an idiot. What's the point having a party if all you do is fight at the party and everything? I want to help. Since I came home, I heard my brother is good at beer pong. And they taught me a little stuff in the barracks on beer pong. I got the idea of beer pong. And I'm a decent beer pong. The more you get me drunk, the better I get at beer pong. And the more you get me drunk, I can aim better at the cups and beer pong. So it'd be cool if my brother be my partner. I thought me and my brother could be a beer pong champion. And be safe. You all act like you can't be safe with alcohol in America or medical weed or got stoned or whatever. So I got some things I wanted to show you. I know I got 29 of this battle troll, the Tyrannosaurus battle troll. I got 29 of them. And if anybody was paying attention to my YouTube channel, I was trying to collect a whole bunch of this so all my battle trolls have a place to sit. I still don't think I have all the battle trolls. I think I'm missing one or two. On the internet, they claim that there's only 28 battle trolls. But once I finish, I'm going to try to get like 2 or 3 more of these. And then, if that's enough, I'm going to show all my battle trolls. And there's more than 28 battle trolls. And I still have to collect the toy weapons for the trolls. I got some of the toy weapons, and I got some in the. I want to collect the package on, so I can keep the package not open, and I play with the ones that are open, and I got 29 of these, and I some reason, as when you look at the box and the package, they show you what battle trolls there are. And if you notice, when you get this one with the troll, there's a skin color white troll, not a purple one. When you look on the box, it's not the purple dinosaur, it's the regular one. And for some reason, I kind of remember the white one. So I think that is the rarest one, the white troll, battle troll. And if that was the only one they made, I guess the prototype on the box. So there's battle trolls that is on the package, and there's battle trolls that's not on the package. So I don't know. I don't know if the battle troll creator is still alive or whatever, and can they help me figure out if I have all of them yet, so I don't have a nervous breakdown trying to find that one last battle troll in life. So I got 29 of these. I'm going to try to get 30, 32, 30, maybe about 33 or 34 of them. And if that's enough to put all the trolls on the dinosaurs. So that's that guy. Then, remember my idea on the paintbrushes? This is, right now, I think this is the best, as it says pro. This is the best paintbrush you can get at a store right now. As I collect paintbrushes, and my dad told me this is the best one. And it pretty is. So it's all-purpose paintbrush. So you can use oil or water paint on the, and you can wash it with thinner. You can wash it with water, and you can use stains on this paintbrush. So this is a good paintbrush. But my idea was, see, the art paintbrushes, when you use a paintbrush at an art store, the bristles fall out. Over time, the paintbrush just sucks. So my idea was they should make smaller paintbrush, and if you're listening, it's a smart thing to do at a store. Woodster Pro, you should make smaller paintbrushes for artistic people like me, and the smaller paintbrushes like this with the smaller tip, because maybe one day Commiso will paint a picture on the internet. If I feel comfortable enough as I practice painting pictures, then, but I need you when you paint, it just seems that you really need decent paintbrushes. Now at the art store, they're okay as paintbrushes. They're not. It's not as good as a pro painting a house paintbrush. So they need to make smaller paintbrushes, and that will improve your company as Woodster Pro if you need a little help. Everybody needs a little help from their friends. They should make smaller paintbrushes as a paint at the Home Depot and Lowe's and everything like that. Because then it'd be easier to paint in the corner of a wall having tiny paintbrushes like this. So how I paint is how I draw. I hold a paintbrush like a pencil. I can draw. But people paint and draw a different way. So that was my idea. They should make smaller paintbrushes with smaller tips and different smaller for this company, and then you will earn more money. Your company will improve if you make smaller paintbrushes at Home Depot like this. That was my idea and everything. So Yeah, I think it sucks that people come down hard on you as a veteran in the first place, to where by now I think people can overcome sex and nudity online, and as people was joke, you know, you could be, I think you could be too over safe over sex, and it won't be fun anymore. you got you're making sex and nudity not fun anymore, and nobody wants to do it. Everybody should practice safe sex and love, but you're overprotective until you're acting like kids don't know what's on the internet in the 21st century by now. And if the law or whatever, sex hater or nudity hater in the world, whatever's going on with that, no matter what, if there was internet or not, people are still going to figure out how to have sex without the internet and nudity. So sex is a part of our human being life, as we're part of the animal kingdom on planet Earth. So sex is going to happen if you like it or not. It's part of our nature as a human being. So that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to show you that I'm up to 29 of them. I'm giving the mailman a break. And it's only like 4 or 5 days this month. I try to keep it down because I'm trying to save a little bit. But next month I'm going to try to collect more to finish this guy, Battle Troll. Then I have to buy more Christmas gifts. And I like collecting things. What I do is, I'm on American Pickers. They said it's good to bundle, so I try to bundle on eBay. So what I do is I buy a whole bunch of like Beanie Babies, or a bunch of Trolls, or a bunch of Hot Wheels, or a bunch of whatever, baseball cards or whatever, and or comic books. And I go through it and I keep the ones I like, and then the rest goes to the family, the Christmas gifts or whatever. So I'm pretty much done. If the family does it right in the Commiso side, because I don't know how many people there are in my family on the McHugh side and the Commiso side, but if you do it right, everybody could get a Hot Wheel in the Commiso side around here, or wherever they live. And I give my grandma, I hope she's okay still. I already got grandma something, the landlord downstairs, Priscilla, something already. I got something for my brother already, my dad and my mom. I only have to get like 2 more things for each of them, and Uncle Kevin. And then the Commiso family get comic books or Hot Wheels or Cabbage Patch Kid. I'm trying to do what I can do, but if you really think about it, if everybody pulls together as a family, everybody can get a Christmas gift. It's not that hard to get something, as you could get things for $1, but with taxes it's $20. They still need to work on the taxes. If there's I don't know how, say there's 1 billion people in America and the rest of the world is 1 billion or something, everybody could get a Christmas gift in the world. There's always something to get. There's something out there. So that's what I try to do. I'm almost done. It's just a few more things to make sure I got everybody. Because when my grandpa on my dad's side and grandmom on my dad's side and my grandma, they know how to give out Christmas gifts. Grandma and grandpa, I remember when living in Trenton, my dad hold me and my brother's hands, and we basically walked to grandmom and grandpa's house. I think that was the best time of my life, going to grandpa and grandmom's house, because they really don't wrap their Christmas gifts, so you see the Christmas gift right away when you walk. And I remember a Batman car. Somehow I got a Batman car. The Batman car was like this big. The hood opens up in the back and on everything. It was a really cool Batman car. And that was cool for grandmom and grandpa, as they had a lot of kids to give out Christmas. They can do that. And what they do is all they do is get a Christmas bag and put everything in the Christmas bag, and they give the whole family Christmas gifts. So that's one thing I miss about grandpa and grandma, as I got one more grandmom, and Priscilla downstairs as the landlord. I consider growing up with her. She's my grandmom too downstairs, as I grew up with her and everything. So I'm a really good guy, and I get upset too, but I'm the kind of person that keeps my feelings in because I don't want to upset everybody else, kind of thing. But it's kind of hard. I was serving my country, you know. I'm a veteran, and I come home and grandpa died. People I delivered a newspaper died. All that added up, and I cry. Even real men cry. I hate the fact that people teach their kids just because you're a boy, you should not cry. I don't know who came up with that. But real men cry. Every veteran should be able to cry. You know, we went through a lot. Commiso went through a lot. You know, and sometimes you just have to cry. But I'm a goofy. I laugh more than I cry. I'm a laugher, I guess. I like to laugh. I like to laugh, I guess. So that's, you know, anytime soon. If you a hardware store like to make little paintbrushes like this, it'd be good because I will buy them. I collect paintbrushes. I got good melodies, and my dad told me how to save paintbrushes to keep the paintbrushes going. Because if you don't wash your paintbrush the right way, over time the paintbrush start to get hard, and then you can't use that paintbrush no more. So my dad taught me how to keep the paintbrush alive. And this one right now on the market is good because it's all paints and stains. So you can use this paint for stains. You can use the paint for water paint or oil paint. And so far I think I've been using the water paint, because if it was oil paint I would have to use thinner. So it depends on what you paint in. I like to buy statues from the flea market, and I like to paint the statue. So I painted a statue. It's on top of the little closet I got painted some of them. I still have to. And dude, Home Depot, can Home Depot sell small paints like this at Home Depot? The art paint, I like the art store, but they need to toughen, as paintbrushes are tough in the Home Depot and hardware. They got to toughen up the paint. They got to toughen up, toughen in the art store. So that's all I have to say about that as Commiso in the world, if that's okay with everybody. And as Bob Marley, or not Bob, well, Bob Marley too, the Ross painter guy. When you watch this show, you can fall asleep watching that show when he's painting. So, I'm trying to calm people down with Commiso's voice, and I not have what's that singer's name? To be continued on who's that singer's name. There's the name flew out of Commiso's head. That's what even Commiso forgets here and there now time. As words fly out of my mind, like Married with Children's daughter. Kelly. That's it, Kelly Bunny. See, I remember. I must have lost the name of the singer, and finally I remember her name. And that's how life is all about, really. Remember if I should go to the store or not today or whatever. That's how simple life is. And that's how simple it is for people on planet Earth to get along with each other. Well, I hope you all accept my YouTube video nowadays in the world. But that's all I have to say. I won't drag out whatever. This is your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso and the Battle Buddies on one.